gone to sleep in Ron's room when he was being shaken awake by Mrs. Weasley. "Time to go, Harry dear," she whispered, moving away to wake him. Harry felt around to his glasses, put them on and sat up. It was still dark outside. Ron muttered indistinctly as his mother roused him. At the foot of Harry's mattress he saw two large, disheveled shapes emerging from tangles of blankets. "Time already," said Fred groggily. They dressed in silence to sleep to talk. Then yawning and stretching, the four of them headed downstairs into the kitchen. Mrs. Weasley was stirring the contents of a large pot on the stove, while Mr. Weasley was sitting at the table, checking a shelf of large parchment tickets. He looked up as the boys entered and spread in his arms so that they could see his glasses more clearly. He was wearing what appeared to be a golfing jacket and a very old pair of jeans, slightly too big for him and held up with a thick, large belt. "What do you think?" he asked anxiously, whereas Borset to go incognito. "Do I look like a muggly Harry?" "Yeah," said Harry, smiling very good. "Where are Bill and Charlie and Percy?" said George, falling to stiffly a hard yawn. "Well, they are aparting, aren't they?" said Mrs. Weasley, giving the large pot over to the table and starting to ladle porridge into bowls. "So, they can have a bite of a lamb." Only now that apartments was very difficult. It meant disappearing for one place and repairing almost instantly in another. "So, they are still in bed," said Fred, drumpily pulling his bowl of porridge towards him. "Why can't we apart too?" "Because you are not of age and you haven't got your test," snapped Mrs. Weasley. "And where have those girls got to?" She bustled out of the kitchen and they heard her climbing the stairs.
Occasionally the Quidditch World Cup. "George," said Mrs. Weasley sharply, and they all jumped. "What?" said George in an innocent tone that deceived nobody. "What is there in your pocket?" "Nothing." "Don't you like to me?" Mrs. Weasley pointed. They went in George's pocket and then Axio. Several small brightly colored out of George's pocket he made a grab. For them but missed it and they spent right into Mrs. Weasley outstretched hand. "You told you destroyed them," said Mrs. Weasley furiously holding up what were Enriqueled more Tom toffees. "We told you to get rid of the law. Empty your pocket, go on, both of you." It was an episode since the twins has evidently been trying to smuggle as many toffees out of the house as possible, and it was only by using her something charms that Mrs. Weasley managed to find them all. "Axio, Axio, Axio!" she shouted, and toffees zoomed from all sorts of unlikely places, including the lining of George's jacket and the torn-outs of Fred's jeans. With passing smiles developing thus, Fred shouted at his Moses as she threw the toffees away. "Oh, I find it to spend 6 months!" she shrieked. "Not wonder you didn't get more." Or double hell. All in all, the atmosphere was not very friendly as they made the departure. Mrs. Weasley was still growling as she kissed Mr. Weasley on the cheek. Hair, now nearly as much as the twins, who had is hoisted their rucksacks onto their backs and walked out without a word to her. "We'll have a lovely time," said Mrs. Weasley, and behaving themselves she called after the twins. Retrieved, but they did not look back or answer. "I'll send Bill, Charlie, and Percy along around midday," Mrs. Weasley said to Mr. Weasley as he hurried Ron, Hermione, and Ginny set off across the dark yard after Fred and George. It was Ginny and the moon was still out, only a tall greenish tinge along the horizon.
When Charlotte said daybreak was drawing close, Harry having been thinking about thousands of wizards speaking towers, the Quidditch World Cup, speak up to walk with Mr. Weasley. "So how does everyone get there without all the muggles, he asked. "It's been a massive organization problem," they heard Mr. Weasley. "That trouble is about 100,000 wizards turn up to the World Cup, and of course we just haven't got a magical side B and notes to accommodate them all. There are places Major can't penetrate, but imagine trying to pack 100,000 was envisioned into Diagon Alley, or platform 9 and 3 meters. So we had to think a nice discipline and set up as many model replication as possible. The all militaries been working on it for months. Simply of clothes we have to set with the arrivals. People is checked. Tickets have to arrive before instead and limited number of model transport, but we can't have too many clothing at their buses and trains. Remember, isn't an coming from all over the world. Some operate of clothes, but we have to set up the safe point to that ever will over from Magos. I believe that there is a handy boat there are used as the operation point. Or strokes hold down, don't want to operate or can't use Portkey. There are ways that you set transport that from one spot to another at every rendered time. You can do longer routes at a time if you need to. There have been 200 Portkey placed at tracking point around right. And the nearest one to us is at the top of Stratford Hill, so that's where we were headed. Mr. Weasley pointed eight of the well-alive black must rose beyond the village of Pottery Street, Catchpole. What sort of birch Portkey, said Harry curiously. But they can be nothing, said Mr. Weasley, and obviously think ambitiously, so much. Don't go picking them up and playing with them. Some say just think it's little. They turn down the dark, along towards the village, the silver is broken only by their footsteps. The sky will turn very slowly as the main runway, though the village is in the blackness, deepest blue, Harry's hand and feet were freezing. Mr. Weasley kept checking his watch. They didn't have break. The spray of talking as they began to Stroking Hill, stumbling occasionally in hidden rabbit holes, sitting on thin black to frost or grace, each which Harry too was champing his cheeks and his legs were.
Starting to size out when last his feet found level ground. You painted Mr. Wilsey talking of his glasses and whipping them on his window. Will, you made good time, you good 10 minutes. Hermione came over to crest of the hill last, clutching a stitch in her sides. Now we just need the Portkey, said Mr. Wilson, replacing his glass and sprinkling around at the ground. It won't be big, come on. They spread out, searching. They had only been at it for a couple of minutes, however, when our children still ate. Our hair apple, our hair song, you got it. The figures were silhouetted against the starry sky on the other side of the hilltop. Almost, said Mr. Wilson, smiling, and he stood over to the man who had shouted. The rest of them followed. Mr. Wilsey was shaking hands with a ruddy faces, without with a scrambling deer who was holding a manual book, all good in his other hands. This is almost literally everyone, said Mr. Wilsey, works of the Department of the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures. And I think you know his son credit. Cedric Diggory was an extremely handsome boy of around 17. He was captain and secret of the Hufflepuff House, British team and Hogwarts. Hi, said Cedric. Look around the same hall. Everybody said hi. But except Fred and George, who manually nodded. They had never quite forgiven Cedric for beating their team. Gryffindor, the first British match of the review year. Walk Arthur, cried Cedric father asked. Not too bad, said Mr. Watson. We were just on the other side of the village 3 years. Had to get up at 2, didn't we? Said, I tell you, I'll be glad when he's got his American test. Still, not combining Quidditch, World Cup, wouldn't miss it for a sackful of gallons. And the disc was about that. Mind you, looks like I got off easy, almost literally period good naturally around at the 3 Wilsey boy. Harry, Hermione, and Ginny. All 3 you Arthur? Oh no, only readiness, said Mr. Wilsey, pointing out his children. This is Hermione, Fred and Ron, and Harry and other friends. Berlin's bear, said almost literally his eyes widening. Harry Potter? Oh yeah, said Harry. Harry was used to people.
Looking sideways at him when they meet him, he listened to the way their eyes moved, at once to the lighted scab on his forehead, but it always made him feel Sit it's about you, of course, said almost Tiger. Told you about playing against you last year. I said to him, I said, sir, there will be something to tell your grandchildren. That you will beat Harry Potter. Harry couldn't think of any reason to he remained silent. Fred and George were both crying again. Cedric looking silently embarrassed. Harry fell on his road dead. You made it, I told you, it was an accident. Yes, but you didn't fall off, didn't you? Royal almost deadly slammed on his back. Always modest, you said, always a gentleman, but the best man won. I'm sure Harry says the same word to you. One falls off his broom, one stay one. You don't need to be genius to tell which one's the better play. Must be nearly time, said Mr. Weasley. But on his watch again. Do you know whether we're waiting for any more hours? No, the loud dog had been there for a week already and said, well, says couldn't get tickets, said Mr. Tiger. There aren't any more in this area, are there? No, that I know of, said Mr. Weasley. Yes, it is a minute old. We'd better get ready. He looked around at Gary and German. You just need to charge the Portkey that all a winter will do. With difficulty over the bulky backpack, the 9 of them crawled around over all foot, held out by Amos Tiger. They all stood there and attacked cycle as a chic breeze swept over their hilltop. Nobody spoke. It suddenly occurred to Harry how old his water tool in a mickle were to wake up there now. Here now. 9 people, 2 grown men, clutching this manky old boat in the semi-darkness, waiting. 3. Muttered Mr. Weasley, once eye still on his watch. 2. 1. It happened immediately. Harry felt a sudden hook just behind his never had been suddenly jacket silently forward. His feet had left the ground. He couldn't feel Ron and Hermione on their side of him. Their shoulders behind of his leg were all speeding forwards on account of blind or screaming cowards. His forefinger was stuck to the bullet, or suddenly it was pulling him magnetically onwards and then. His feet slammed into the ground. Ron stared into him and he fell over. The Portkey hit the ground near his head with a heavy sigh. Harry looked up. Mr. Weasley, Mr. Darcy, and Cedric were still standing. Southern looking where Winstep everybody was on the ground. 7 past 5 from Scottshield Hill, said a voice.